Hey there, Libra. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a reading for Libra for January 2019. So I did some 2019 overview readings. If you want to check those out, they're already up for all the signs. And we start out with Temperance, Balance. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Very nice. Always a beautiful card. Five of Swords. Eight of Swords. King of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Beautiful. That just came out for Sag. I already did Sag. I always do Sagittarius first because it's my sign. You know, got to be some benefits. Dear, my goodness. Okay, guys. So what's at the bottom? Four of Pentacles. You have quite the mix here. So the Four of Pentacles for me is a card about boundaries. Well, let me grab something, a card from another deck. So it's called the Miser card. It's about someone who's too hanging on to material things, too worried about holding on to their money. I sort of translate that into boundaries. So there are boundaries. You can have too loose of boundaries, and then you can have too strong of boundaries. And it's a little bit about flexibility and really priorities, though. And I'm looking for, I really like the depiction in this Anna K Tarot, so let me see if I can find it. Second. It's probably at the very end. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Hopefully I didn't already go past it. No, it was the very last card. Probably because I had it out for another. So if you look at the Four of Pentacles in this deck, so this dude is like, literally, he's so concerned with holding on to his money, his things, his possessions. There's literally like, he's built a wall between himself. To me, that's his family. Like he's so walled off and so, well, in denial about what's truly important, and is so obsessed with his things to the exclusion of his family. He's literally leaving his family out in the cold. So it could be you, but it's, someone in your world, your sphere, excuse me, really is in denial about something, or really has his or her priorities messed up. So, I mean, you need to examine that. You need to, like, is this person more concerned with how he or she looks or you look, making sure that people think they have money, whether they do or not, keeping things looking nice? This for me is sort of an OCD card. And this is a person that's not like, I really struggle with this, I'm trying really hard. This is a person like, no, it's my way or the highway. There's nothing wrong with me. Everyone else is doing it wrong, and is completely inflexible, to the point where it's like impossible to really live with them. And it's always like they're putting it on the other person. Like, no, if you did it right, it would be fine. You just don't do it right. You're the one with the issue. You're the one with the deficit. And this is total denial on their half. And it just creates conflict. And again, this Five of Swords is, I'm going to do whatever it takes to be right. I'm not interested in understanding the other person's point of view and coming to a compromise and realizing we all want the same end goal. We just maybe are coming at it a different way. And can we work together? This guy is like, I'm right, and I will backstab anyone and do anything I have to prove that I'm right. even if I have to be alone and write all by myself. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling is going on. Um, and so we have the Three of Swords. You have some sad cards, but then you have some beautiful cards. So it's almost like, I mean, this is depression. This is, so sometimes when you're around someone like that, and sometimes these people can get angry when they don't get their way because it's really, it's control, right? These are controlling people. They feel like they're usually out of control themselves, but feel like if they can control their environment, if they can control how neat they are, if they can control their significant other, then everything's will be okay. Meanwhile, they themselves don't accept responsibility for their own behavior and things like that. So, bottom line, let's move on from this. Run away from this type of person. You can't change them, and you cannot. No matter how you behave, it isn't going to stop them or fix them because it isn't about you. So that's the real, and maybe you're in denial about that. So if you're depressed being with someone because of their behavior, why are you with them? So for some of you, that's what you really need to ask yourself, or that's the realization that you're coming to. Once that denial has been broken, your fortune change. Everything starts to change. You start to feel more balanced. You feel something again. For me, this Four of Cups is almost about like shutting off and being almost numb. So you go from that to feeling this brand new love, feeling things come into balance again, feeling your fortune changing. And over here is the wish card. So you can have everything you wish for. You can have new love and happiness. And for me, this is like a home life or a work life atmosphere without this volatile person. So making some changes to remove yourself potentially from this situation. And you're just going to be like, oh my God, I don't have to walk on eggshells anymore. Like you're just going to be like, why didn't I do this sooner? But these things tend to creep up on you with these types of personality types where you just like, okay, they're a little weird about how the toilet paper roll is on. Fine, I don't really care about petty crap like that. I'll put it whatever way they want. Oh, and they want the shoes lined up in the hallway. Okay. Oh, they're really cheap, but I don't need someone to pay for me. That's sort of an old-fashioned idea. I can pay, but then you start paying for everything because you don't want to make them mad and they get so uptight about things. And then you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you're like, "Oh my God, I'm like all I do is walk on eggshells to try to please this person." And you realize so that's done. You have this really nice, there are generous people out there that are smart with their money, and this guy is one of them. He doesn't he saves and everything, but he doesn't there's again the balance, the temperance. He's between temperance and good fortune. He's successful, he's good with his money, he or she, but he's not this. Okay, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. So your dreams about the type of people you want to surround yourself with can come true, but you yourself then have to have boundaries where you don't allow people like this to do this to you. So really that idea of boundaries this month. What am I tolerating? How am I to other people? Do I, are there, what's your bottom line? And if someone crosses that bottom line, do you then say that's a deal breaker for me and walk on, or do you keep so like this person keeps setting the goalpost further so you can never be successful, and you keep setting yours back, so shitty behavior, even if it doesn't reach your standards, you lower the bar to meet them. So no more, you're not doing that anymore. And then you bring in these wonderful people and you're just like, oh my God, there are these nice people in the world. And I can have a life with someone that's There's give and take and isn't all about themselves. But you have to have the self-respect and boundaries to not tolerate that type of behavior as well. So yeah, I see you guys becoming like the deny. So maybe it is you that's in. I think both parties are in denial. The party with the terrible behavior, whichever it could be you, I don't know, is in denial. But then the person that was tolerating it, and I think it can be hard because it could be a workplace too, and you're like, oh my god, but it's my job, and I need this, and finally you're like, nothing is worth this. And then who knows, you may be happier in a different job. You may even make more money. It may be this is where that opportunity in what something appears to be negative. It's a tremendous area for growth, but also you may end up landing yourself a better position, a better paying job with people that are more supportive and everything. And you're like, wow, why, I had myself convinced I was surrounded by so much negativity. I became negative. I can remember who it was, if it was Dr. Phil or someone, who knows, someone on TV, I remember, that said you can tell when someone's, it was something like, you can tell when you're around someone depressed or someone negative because when you've spent any time with them, you feel that way. And so it's like, we have to be mindful who we surround ourselves with. If we surround ourselves with people that when we leave, we're kind of like down in the dumps, like, why would we do that? Why are we doing that to ourselves? All right, so I know it seemed negative and I'll probably get nasty comments, but again, if you can focus on here we go. You can focus on the negative parts of the reading, but you can also focus on all the really good cards I brought out too. Yeah, so that could give you an idea of where your mindset is right now. Did you listen to this reading and only hear all the negative things I said, or did you focus on all the wish card, the Ace of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Balance and Temperance, all the good people that are out there? That could be an indication on where you've allowed your mindset to go, and you'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm totally focusing on the negative. Let's change that." All right, Libra, have a fantastic January. See you at the next reading. Bye.